You still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it.
No,
and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Now that right there was an undercover sellout and Corey Holcomb calling out a known sellout, right? A known sellout and Anton Daniels, right? Where they almost came to blows. Now, Corey Holcomb, he always presented himself as this hardcore pro-black for the people, you know, going against Vlad, going against all the sellouts. He would go call out these black people that was dealing in BACKDOORIA, calling out the industry. He was the vanguard for these black guys that would stand on principle. I don't have the big contrast because I'm standing on principle. So now he has some beefs with some black guys, Ari Spears and Godfrey. And because of that, this dude does the unthinkable. The very person that he spent the whole 10 years calling out Vlad, he teams up with Vlad to go after some black men.
Vulture extremists. DJ Vlad. He the mother who really made people aware of this. Oh boy, Vlad. He got rich off.
Man.
His money come from doing his show, thinking that they doing something. But y'all made him where he can take care of his bills and his family. I like, oh, this motherfucker just capitalizing off motherfucker. Them young rappers and all them, they posted tax the shit out that motherfucker. Even though he made some money now, so he's sitting back laughing at motherfucker. Also turned down Vlad's show. He was really trying to get me on his show, but he don't really go after me that much. But Vlad...
He offered you 10K?
He ain't offered me 10K. I remember when he first started that little show, I was like, well, who are you?
Because this Vlad really is played out. I watched the video from this West Coast rapper I grew up listening to, Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger said, we need to start taxing these go on their show. Vlad has millions of dollars off. If you go on Vlad's show, you need to get a percentage of that video you do it. You can all you got is your likelihood right now. Hollywood is shut the down. You go on this show, you tell this you gonna do the paperwork where I get a percentage of what is made off this video, or you gonna pay me to go on your show. He done made enough free money off. How's everybody going on this show?
Now, when I first left the street and came into this B1 pro-black consciousness, man, I was so hardcore, man, and ready to go, man, ready for the revolution. And I found out the hard way that 99.9% of these people that talk this revolutionary black stuff, soon as it's time to, really stand on business, people ain't about that life. They're not about it, man. They basically... they fall off like leaves on the tree in the fall, man. They're not really about that, man. You find yourself by yourself, man. People not going to support it. I've been doing this for years online. People talk that stuff. They don't support it. Until we got this FBA lineage movement thing going, right? Man, people wasn't about none of this stuff, man. They talking. And this guy right here, Corey Holcomb, is the poster child for it. He out here, I'm from Chicago. He talk all this black stuff. The minute he had beef with two black men, now all of a sudden he's salivating to do business with Vlad. He can't wait to get on Vlad to make some money. He on his channel the week before Vlad just basically slurping Vlad all up. When he was one of the main guys going after Vlad.
Apex, right. Now listen, I'm willing to bet this. More people are familiar with DJ Vlad than they are these stars on these streaming services.
Yeah.
Which is why when I talk to DJ Vlad, it's gonna mainly be about business. I mean, we're gonna laugh at the sisters. Now, what if somebody with talent, with the notoriety and the numbers get on?
Right.
That's why I'm saying, man, motherfucker, I'm trying to Corey looking for clout. That's why, yeah, I'm looking for clout, but I got something to give, homie. DJ Vlad, Corey Holcomb, if we collaborated on something, goddammit, it'll be something. Cause I'm an entertainer. When you really get through, I'm an entertainer. But I'm glad DJ Vlad is coming on the show so me and him can finally chop it up. I said I'll go on his show. I'm glad he said come on my show. I'm glad. So we gonna talk this next week on 5150.
This was one of the main guys saying that Vlad was the police. Vlad was the feds. Vlad is responsible for a lot of these black boys getting unalive because of the questions that he was asking them. He was the one saying Vlad was responsible for certain G wars happening in the hood. And when these guys would die, he would put their videos up to make money. He was saying this for years, calling them out. Now all of a sudden you want to do business with him? Well, how about maybe, just maybe, Corey, you may be BACKDOORIA. Since you got all the BACKDOORIA gossip, you might be BACKDOORIA. See, you can run this stuff on regular people, but man, brothers on the south side of Chicago, brothers out here in Philly, like, we heard you, bro. We heard you what you said. Now we watching you go against your word the same way Lord Jamar did. So now we not supposed to hold you accountable? Now all of a sudden you want to do business with a guy that you claim was Satan? That's what you said out of your mouth for years, right? Now you want to do this?
I'm talking about Kevin Hart because one of the guys cracked the George Floyd joke.
Yeah, you talking about Kill Tony, yeah.
Yeah, they holding him to that. You know what I'm saying? This is entertainment for the most part. I know that's what it is at my show for the most part, even though we say some real entertainment. Vlad, you interview people. You're not all gossip.
No.
You interview people, and it's taken off for you.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever acted?
No, I did a voice in the Boondocks.
Okay.
That's probably the closest.
Would you ever want to act?
Yeah, man, I'd love to. Actually, I was supposed to be in Michael Jai White's movie, The Outlaw Johnny Black.
Oh, yeah?
For whatever reason, the scheduling didn't allow it.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I'd love to.
Well, look, I'm just pitching this.
Okay.
I wrote a script.
Okay.
And I want you to see it because I think
right.
it's going to be funny and a good movie.
Okay.
And I think your, like the way you talk and everything, you're perfect for this character.
I'll take it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's amazing.
There we go.
Because see, we got the numbers to get people to go behind it and help fund it and everything.
All right,
you know what I'm
let's do
saying?
it. Let's do it.
Man, see, everything is hunky-dory in my world. Because
Well, they always say if you want to know the character of a black man that talk that black power stuff or think he's strong, just sit him next to or have him have a conversation with a W man with some money, and you'll see how he is. Once he starts skinning and grinning, cooning and buffooning, and jibberooning and all that stuff jumping around, you see their real character. You see who they really are. He presents himself to be this big tough guy and strong, but he ain't none of that, man. He ain't none of that. So now we get to that comedian that was making those Kevin Hart jokes. Now I don't know why he would even bring this up when having a conversation with Vlad, but he brings it up anyway, right? While sitting down with Vlad because he's trying to cover all bases. But the thing is, for him to still, if he still have a following after this, if y'all ain't holding him accountable, man, after this, then, man, a lot of y'all out there, man, y'all are the reason why we have so many of these charlatans.
That no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. God bless you, Kevin.
they're going to talk. They're talking about Kevin Hart because one of the guys cracked the George Floyd joke.
Yeah, you talking about Kill Tony, yeah.
Yeah, they holding him to that. You know what I'm saying? This is entertainment.
So this is where it gets real funny, right? Because he brings up the George Floyd situation, but Vlad is never going to agree with what that comedian said. That would totally wipe out his career. He's not going to come out here and do that, right? So I don't even know why Corey would bring that up. Corey was signaling to the dominant society, hey, I'm ready to sell out. I'm right here. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up. Don't worry about him. He don't have to speak. I'll speak, right? This is me talking. This is what he's doing. He's signaling to them to let them know he's ready. Man, I've been on the chitlin circuit for way too long, man. I've been on this chitlin circuit. I'm hungry, man. I took some hits. Right on this pro-black train. My community started turning against me because I got them jokes about them little kids. I got all kinds, like my real characters coming out. People's holding me accountable. I'm ready to sell out. I'm your Huckleberry. So now he brings up the George Floyd and he goes, oh, it's just jokes, it's just comedy, right? But why he got Vlad sitting there? Remember, he accused Vlad of disrespecting the minister, right? He accused, so he brought the George Floyd part up, but he wasn't going to talk about him disrespecting the minister and all this stuff he said, but Vlad brought it up.
Bad intentions, but stand on real that yuck, yuck, yuck and smile with you from what I see. But
I know a lot of people don't go on his show because of things I said about him, because the things I said about him are absolutely true. He almost got old boy beat up on his show.
I find out that he tried to get one of our elites, the minister, Farrakhan, to do his show, and Farrakhan didn't do the show. And he felt some kind of way about that. So he has, and somebody sent me this video where they backing up everything they said. Vlad misquoted the minister. And I feel like he did it intentionally because Vlad gets in his feelings when you get to talking about his people. And I want to say this in case Vlad is watching. Your people are the dirtbag Hollywood running. I'm talking about find out who run Hollywood, because you was asking questions about Nick Cannon. Oh, Nick Cannon's my friend, so I'll talk to him before I say something about it. Then you said something about Nick Cannon in another episode. But I'm saying this. Nick Cannon apologized about what he said because dirtbags run Hollywood and they will blackball your career if you don't do what they want you to do and say what they want you to say. But, yo, man, don't be misquoting my people, man. I ain't never met Minister Farrakhan personally, but the man is part of my growth. He one of the first people I ever heard say some real shit that made me realize I'm not alone in this world. You know what I'm saying? So when I find out this going around misquoting the minister, I'm like, oh, hands off. You see?
It's crazy because I forgot the black dude that sits down at the end next to the Mexican girl on the show. I forgot his name. But this thing is crazy because before Vlad came onto the show, now we just played the clip of him going in on Vlad because he was disrespecting the minister. When he invited Vlad onto the show, he told him they ain't have to talk about the minister. Well, the thing is, he tried his best not to talk about it because he wanted to keep throwing his hat in the ring, right? Where the Diamond Society can select him. Now, y'all know that Vlad is a small hat, right? So, you know, he's making his pitch, right, to the crew where he can get in the whip, right? You know, he want to get in that whip on Hollywood and Vine. I mean, you know, he want to take that ride, right? It's his turn now, right? But Vlad, you know, he brought the minister up anyway, and he spoke about the situation on the minister, where I can't remember the guy name. He just sitting at the end of the table not saying nothing, but he just exposed the hypocrisy.
Certain type of way. Back then, it wasn't an AI video. It was a video of him speaking, but it was cut a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Right? So you didn't quite get the context of what he was saying.
Yeah.
So I made a statement about him, and then people told me, hey, listen, it's a misquote. You got the context wrong.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I had people in my ear telling me, don't say anything, don't apologize. And I had to make a choice, and I made the wrong choice at that time. I chose not to say anything. I took the video down, but I chose not to address it and get in front of it. And I was wrong for that because I did misquote him.
Yeah.
You know, and I really, at that time, I just made the wrong choice. But at the point that I realized that the choice was wrong, I went on Willie D's show because I wanted to go on a show of someone that was a big Farrakhan supporter.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to like a softball kind of spot. Willie D is Willie D. You know Willie D.
Yeah,
he wasn't gonna. And he's a friend of mine, but I knew that he was gonna go hard in the interview, and I addressed it all. And since then, I've mentioned it again. You know, I said, because you're like, oh, we don't have to mention it when you come on my show. I'm like, no, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it because I've been talking about it. Yeah, man, I made a mistake, and before then, I had NOI members that I interviewed on my show. I didn't have any sort of animosity towards them, and I think that unfortunately it just went bad because of the way I handled it.
Yeah.
You know, and I apologize again for it.
Well, you know, I tell you like this, man. I appreciate you for even having the courage to say what you said right here, right now, because as I have watched DJ Vlad shows, I have gained respect for you growing, finding a way to grow.
It's funny how he can forgive Vlad, but he can't forgive Ari Spears and Godfrey. He's still going in on Godfrey. He's still disrespecting Godfrey. But he can forgive DJ Vlad, all the things, Call him Vlad a culture vulture. He can do all this thing. And this is the thing. It ain't just him. It's so many black people out there that's like this, that just bootleg, that sell us out, man. That's why we got the grassroots. I'm telling you, you guys out there, man, that's on fire, man, for black people that want to see your community change, be leery of these people. A lot of these people connected in that radical right Democratic Party. A lot of those black conservatives, right? These so-called pro-black B1 people are extreme sellouts. Be leery of these people. They are not who they say they are. They are not. I'm telling you. They will turn their back on you, man, so fast, man. And this dude is a prime example. And the crazy thing is, some people that like him will make excuses for his behavior, but they won't make an excuse for you. That's where we at, man. This dude is the extreme side. I used to like Corey Holcomb at one time. I can't believe it. Well, you know what? I can't say I can because I've seen this before. I can believe it. And it's happening. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.